I'd like to start out by saying that for every action, there is a reaction. Cause and effect. You've heard it before. Where are all the good men at? What happened to them? Where did they go?
Where did all the good men go?
These women all look like deer in the headlights when they ask these silly questions. And of course, there are men out there that don't have a sense of self, that parrot the silly questions. And then they posit them again, one more again. Where are all of the good men at? What happened to you guys? Why can't you just do what they tell you to do? I mean, they know them better than you know them, so why can't you just get a clue? They say that it's unreasonable, it's untenable, that you're exaggerating, that you're just being a man-baby. They say that you've always held power over them, sway over the way that their lives have gone, and that you should be willing to cede that power to them so that they can control their own destinies. I agree, wholeheartedly. You should let them do exactly what they want to do. If that's give away nudes, charge simps and suckers and blue pills and cucks money to look at used goods, by all means, they should be allowed to do that. If they want to kill the seed of the person that impregnated them, they should be able to do that. If they want to infiltrate every sector of society and prove, beyond any shadow of a doubt or a man's expectation, that they belong there, then they should be able to do that. As far as they are concerned, their life, their comfort, their thoughts and machinations are all that matters to them, nothing else. With that, I can agree. Men are pretty much the same way, especially those men that are going their own way. Those men already understand what time it is. That time does not include distractions. That time is not frivolous. It shouldn't be wasted. Every second gone is a second you'll never get back. That goes for your hours, your days, months, weeks, years, of which we've all put in our fair share. So when they want to do these things and they demand it, let them. They can only demand of you what they already have. You do understand that, don't you? When they demand that you sacrifice on their behalf, you're under no obligation to do so. No force on earth can compel you to. Just your own cowardice. When they demand the ability to kill children in the womb, all you have to do is step aside. Let them. That murder is between them and the unfortunate soul that impregnated them. It's never been more clear that nothing beyond immediate gratification has any meaning to them, or most men for that matter. I, for one, make no attempt to stop this from happening. I'm going to sit back and I'm going to watch it collapse. It's already very, very entertaining. All of the bread and circus, the squealing, the writhing, the reeing, all of that by a group of people that already have more rights than the group of people that they protest. There is no saving Western society. That society is on a downward spiral. It's disappearing day by day, week by week. And in the coming months and years, It will be transformed into something unrecognizable by someone born in the year 2000. Gentlemen, if you are invested in the idea of going your own way, being your own man, being independent of the influence of these things, then do that. Stop allowing their distractions to invert your reality. Make no mistake, this is a convergence of multiple realities that have existed for some time, and now, only now, many people are becoming aware of it. The effect of 100 years of suffrage and feminism that has had on men cannot be calculated, unless, of course, you return into history to compare those men with what you have today. There's a stark contrast. The cause wasn't the liberation of women or to put them on equal footing with men as far as the vote was concerned. The cause was greed, avarice. The downfall of the Christian church, greed and avarice. The downgrading of the stance of men in society, greed and avarice. The unconscionable action of child murder, greed and avarice. Social and societal manipulation, gentlemen, cause and effect. It seems like it's much too much to think about. Too many avenues, too many alternatives, too many ways to manipulate and be deceived. That's why I'm very fond of saying to you all, I don't focus on these. I focus on me. I focus on what it is that I need out of life. I focus on what it is that I feel like is a manipulation in life. Cause and effect. Are you losing a shit ton of your money in taxes? Cause and effect. Change the situation. Are you being raked over the coals with automobile insurance, tag, license, registration fees? Cause and effect. Did you know that they're all illegal? They are illegal unless you're in a federal traveler's position. Fix it. Can you be put in terrible positions by someone else because of their greed, because of their evil? Yes, of course you can. Can you be manipulated and taken advantage of for your good nature? Of course you can. Can you minimize such instances in your life? Reduce them to near zero? Absolutely. If you're listening to this, you're almost all the way there. All you have to do is start looking out for numero uno. You are number one. The opposition, my friends, is not women. I'm sorry to tell you that. They may be the spear that stabbed you, but the spear is wielded. Identify your opposition, and then identify how to minimize your risk. You have all the ability in the world to steer clear of this. If you're a quadriplegic, if you're wheelchair bound, you can still minimize your exposure to this ruthless, ruthless usury. I chose the other way. I chose to maximize my exposure to this nonsense so that I could lend a voice to what was going on with millions and millions and millions of men all over the world. And I have no doubt in my mind that that will at some point in time in the future cost me. But right now, not so much. Choosing to keep your face hidden or disguise your voice is not a slight. It's not sleight of hand. It's not trickery. It's not fuckery. It's protection. It's choosing to minimize your risk out here by speaking up. And I, for one, am all for that. This MGTOW thing is on autopilot. Focus on you, gentlemen. Focus on what it's going to take to maximize your position in life from day to day. Do not allow the myriad of distraction that exists out here in this world to take away your focus. Having been exposed to the red pill, MGTOW, and Monk, You are no longer deaf, dumb, or blind. There are no more excuses for you. Now you have to rely entirely on your ability to navigate existence. You have to be willing to put all of the wins and losses on you. You don't have a safety net. When you see, for instance, bills that are brought before Congress or the Senate that offer protections for everything under the sun, excluding white men and black men, you already know what you're dealing with. You already know where the pressure is going to come from, where it has come from. And it should be self-evident that they need your participation in this system of usury to continue the system of usury. Complete and total non-compliance and disengaging is what needs to be done. Now, of course, that is just my opinion. But if you enjoy having a train run on you, if you enjoy the cock carousel, if you enjoy the merry-go-round of fuckery, by all means, continue doing what everybody's been doing for 245 years. It obviously worked so very well. Why not continue it? That's sarcasm, by the way. Society falling apart and being unrecognizable is the cause, not the effect. The desired effect is to usher in a different type of power structure. That in itself has not changed since the beginning of time. Whether you know it or not, there are many people out there that absolutely 100% know that they are better than you and are entitled to everything that you produce. Remember, my friends, the hardest part about pulling off the veil is being able to live with what you find.